Okay, so this is possibly the most exciting part of the TED Talk, at least for some of us. My TEDx shoes. I found these gorgeous Ted Baker of London shoes to go with my TEDx talk at Queen's University in Canada. Come on, this is fate. This was written in the stars. This was meant to be, if anything was ever meant to be. So, blue has always been my speaking color after I had this colleague in my first year of being a professor, and this colleague was actually a researcher in the area of education, and they were testing the effects of having an exam printed on different colors of paper. Back in the day when things were on paper, your professor would sometimes hand out, an exam on yellow, blue, green, pink, or whatever color paper. She had been noticing there seemed to be like a weird thing going on with scoring. And so she did a research study and discovered that people scored the best when their exam was on blue. And we now know that there's a stimulation of the stress response with certain colors. And so that was the most likely explanation for it. But regardless, ever since then, I have used a royal blue or some shade of blue as my speaking color because I'm just hoping that it helps people listen and learn better. So blue has always been my speaking color for my important talks. I consider this TED Talk a pretty important talk for me. So I went all blue and I decided to get blue shoes, and believe it or not, they are blue suede shoes. Um, these are pretty. So check this out, my Ted Baker blue suede shoes. And they even have this gorgeous like gold line down the back that makes me happy. I'm not sure why it makes me so happy, but it really does. And this will probably not be in the video, but because you're watching this video, you know how awesome my shoes were for the talk. So these are my lucky shoes. And again, I like to use the placebo effect. It's one of the most powerful effects. We kind of act like it's a problem. We create all these clinical studies to rule out the placebo effect. But my God, if the placebo effect is so effective that all medical science is and research has to be organized around it, I'm going to use it to my advantage. So I'm considering these my lucky blue shoes with the gold stripe for my TED Talk. So when you see the final talk, let me know if you what you think of my shoes. And I'm just hoping that I can navigate that red dot carpet with these heels. So yes, I'm literally practicing the most plush carpets just in case looks like they have a really thick one at Queen's University. So wish me luck in my blue suede shoes on that red dot.